Great Train Robbery. Just the name conjures images of daring criminals and a meticulously planned operation. In the early hours of August 8, 1963, a gang of robbers executed a daring heist that would become legendary, forever etched in British criminal history. This wasn't a smash and grab, it was a carefully orchestrated operation targeting a Royal Mail train travelling from Glasgow to London. The robbery was audacious, capturing the public's imagination with its sheer scale and boldness. The robbers, a mix of experienced criminals and unlikely accomplices, targeted a substantial sum of used banknotes being transported by train. This wasn't a crime of opportunity, it was a well-thought-out plan with a significant payoff in mind. The robbers knew what they were after, and they were determined to get it. The target was a high-value cargo of used banknotes, making the stakes even higher. The robbers were after a life-changing sum of money, a prize that would set them up for life. The plan involved stopping the train at a remote location, Bridego Bridge in Buckinghamshire, where they could unload their prize undisturbed. The robbers were meticulous in their planning, scouting the location and timing their operation perfectly. They knew the train's schedule, the terrain, and the potential challenges they might face. The Great Train Robbery was not a spur-of-the-moment act. It was a carefully orchestrated operation with a specific goal in mind. The robbers weren't petty thieves, they were professionals with a clear understanding of the risks and rewards. They were taking a huge gamble, but the potential payoff was enormous. The scale of the robbery was unprecedented, making it an instant sensation. The amount stolen, £2.6 million, was an astronomical sum in 1963, equivalent to approximately £53 million today. The sheer audacity of the crime captured the public's attention, making it a topic of conversation across the country. People were fascinated by the robbers' boldness and their ability to pull off such a daring feat. The robbery was a major news story, dominating headlines and capturing the public's imagination. The robbers had become infamous overnight, their names and faces plastered across newspapers and television screens. The Great Train Robbery was more than just a crime. It was a cultural phenomenon. It became a symbol of daring and rebellion, capturing the spirit of a changing era. The robbers had achieved notoriety, becoming anti-heroes in the eyes of some. The robbers meticulously planned the heist, studying the train's route and schedule. They tampered with the line's signaling system, forcing the train to stop at a secluded location. Under the cover of darkness, they overpowered the train driver, Jack Mills, and his fireman. The robbers then moved the train a short distance to Bridego Bridge, where they unloaded the 120 mail bags containing the used banknotes. The robbers used a nearby farmhouse as their hideout, where they divided the spoils. They had successfully executed their plan, but their celebration would be short-lived. The police were already on their trail, determined to bring the perpetrators to justice. The robbers knew they had to disappear quickly, scattering to different parts of the country and even abroad. The hunt was on, and the robbers were now fugitives. The robbers were careful not to leave any fingerprints at the scene, but they made a crucial mistake. They played Monopoly, using the stolen money at their hideout, leaving behind a wealth of forensic evidence. This oversight would prove crucial in their eventual capture. The police were closing in, using every resource at their disposal to track down the robbers. The game was up, and the robbers' days of freedom were numbered. The robbers knew they couldn't stay hidden forever. The pressure was mounting, and the net was tightening. They had enjoyed a brief taste of freedom and luxury, but their actions had consequences. The police were relentless in their pursuit, determined to bring the robbers to justice. The robbers' meticulously planned heist had unraveled, and they were now facing the consequences of their actions. The police launched a massive manhunt, and within months, most of the robbers were apprehended. The investigation was complex and involved extensive forensic analysis. The robbers' hideout, Leatherslade Farm, provided crucial evidence, including fingerprints and the Monopoly game they played with the stolen money. The police were piecing together the puzzle, and the robbers' identities were being revealed one by one. The trial that followed was a media sensation, captivating the nation. The robbers, now infamous figures, faced the full force of the law. The court heard details of the meticulously planned robbery, the tampering of the signals, and the overpowering of the train crew. The evidence against them was overwhelming, and the jury delivered guilty verdicts. The robbers were sentenced to lengthy prison terms, bringing an end to their criminal exploits. Despite the arrests and convictions, a significant portion of the stolen money was never recovered. The missing millions became a source of fascination and speculation. Rumors circulated about hidden caches and secret investments. The mystery surrounding the missing money added to the legend of the Great Train Robbery. The public was intrigued by the possibility that the robbers had outsmarted the authorities and secured their ill-gotten gains. The robbery had a lasting impact on the security of mail trains and the transportation of valuables. New measures were implemented to prevent similar heists in the future. The Great Train Robbery exposed vulnerabilities in the system, prompting a review of security protocols. The authorities were determined to learn from the incident and ensure that such a daring robbery could never happen again.